If you haven't heard the term orchid child before, I wanted to make this video so that we can explain what it means to us here at SpeechKids. And the term is based off of a book called The Orchid and the Dandelion by Thomas Boyce. And he studied many, many children and sort of came up with this idea that most kids are dandelions, meaning they will grow where they're planted. They'll grow out of a crack in the sidewalk. They'll grow in a lush green field, right? And so as he was outlining this idea of a dandelion child, which is a child who thrives no matter what the environment looks like. So no matter who their parents are, no matter what happens to them in their lives. And Boyce was studying kids who were affected by trauma, so that was especially relevant to his work. These children, these dandelion children, they do fine. But there was a subset of kids in his research who needed a very particular set of circumstances, a very particular parenting style, a very particular environment in which to thrive. And he called those kids orchid children because if you've ever bought an orchid at the store, as I have, you know that it's a particular kind of plant. Here's the interesting thing about Boyce's research, which is these children are not failed dandelions. They are their own unique kind of child. And so these kids, these orchid children, the kids that he was describing, have really unique abilities. They have a really unique profile, and they have the capacity, given the right set of circumstances, to really, really thrive and be quite striking, quite accomplished, quite beautiful in their own way, in their own orchidness. And so that's how and why we use the term orchid child. It's to describe these guys who are sensitive environmentally. They don't respond well to just any form of discipline. They don't respond well to just any kind of praise. They need a particular kind of interaction that's tailored for their specific physiology, for their specific neurology, for their specific profile. And so what we do in the Raising Orchids classes, in the parenting groups and in the education groups, is we really teach you how to identify what are the circumstances, what are the pieces of the puzzle, what are the things that your orchid child needs in order to grow and thrive and be their most beautiful self.